Hi, it's Matt. Today I'm going to try and change this cloud-shaped Ikea lamp from a boring white bulb into a multicolour one that I can change with Philips Hue. I've seen this before in Ikea and not bought it because I thought it was boring, but this one I found in the bargain bin. It was less than half price. I think it was about £8. It didn't have a box, but it has the cloud bit of plastic, and that's, I suppose, all I need if I'm going to change it from being a white bulb into being something more multicolour. And my original plan was to use a microcontroller, not helped by the fact that the Raspberry Pi Pico W has only been released a few weeks ago. And I looked into how I could make a light fitting that was remote controlled by Philips Hue using something like the Pico W or an ESP32 or other types of microcontroller. And the answer is no one's done that, and I'm not going to try and do it from scratch. That's way too much effort just for a colourful light fitting. So then I thought, well, somebody's probably already making LED strip that can be controlled from Philips Hue. So I looked on Amazon, I bought a couple. One didn't work. This one does seem to work, and I can get it to connect to Hue and control it with the app on my phone. So what I'm going to do is put this in this, and I should end up with a multicolour light fitting that's in the shape of a cloud. Let's see how it goes. To start, let's take off the back. It's nice and easy because it's just got some clips. There we go, we've got two pieces. This one's got the bulb on it, so I can take that bulb off by pushing it and holding the clip in, I think. Ta-da! So I've got this light, which I suppose I could put in something else at some point, but right now I don't need it. Didn't break anything. So if I need to mount anything on the back of this, I can use this piece of plastic for it. Next step is to get these lights out. This is a reel of LED tape with a little USB power supply and a remote controller on it. And if I plug it into a USB battery, that'll show it working. So I should now be able to change the color by dragging the app to red or blue or white. So that's remote controllable. Probably not coming across too well on camera. So the control part of this works. I just need to put this in the lamp. Now my plan was to put it all round the edge. So then rather than shining straight out through the bulb, it's going to shine in. And when it's on the wall, we should get rays of light coming out around the side, hopefully. That's the plan at least. Now, before I continue, let's plan what I'm doing with the wires. So I've thought of two ways that I can power this. I can power it either by putting a small USB battery in it, or by running a USB extension cable down to a power supply below. I think I might just start sticking it on and see what happens. I'm taking a very gung-ho tactic to this. I normally like to plan, but where's the fun in that? I have released it from its sticky prison. That sounds wrong. I'm going to start sticking it round and round and round and round. Ah, I've just remembered I was planning on testing this without sticking it first to see if it actually looked any good with the LEDs in that position. So let's pause the sticking process to check that. That's a good glow, I like that. Yes. I shall continue with the sticking. I've thought about making lighting fixtures before with LED tape and stuff, but I've never got round to it because I haven't been bothered to actually program the microcontroller. But if you can just buy an off-the-shelf thing that connects to a standard lighting control system, then why not? Well, that was quick. I've got most of it in. And I can cut this along the cut line. Slice. And stick it down. There we go. It's all the way around. I can stick the little controller onto the back here, clip the back on, and that's all really. So let's test it with the battery. I mean, we've got it good straight away really, haven't we? And look at that. And if I rest it on the desk, let's change the colours. So we've currently got it on blue. Let's make it red. It's more of a pink. That's more of a red. Or we can go yellow. Or green. Can change the brightness. I just need to clip the back on and put it on a wall. Did this come with, it came with sticky. Yep, I can just stick that straight on there. And that's what we've ended up with. The controller is stuck on the back bit of plastic where the bulb used to go. We've got LEDs all around the outside. And a USB cable. Let's stick it on a wall. Well, that all went surprisingly well. It took me an hour, including filming, which means you can probably do it in about 20 minutes. I've hung it on the wall using command strips, Render's favourite, and I've also got a little USB battery bank in there, hence the shadow. It doesn't look like that in person, you can barely see it in person. I'm going to put links below to the Ikea lamp and to the remote controllable LED strip as well. That uses the Zigbee standard, so as well as Philips Hue, it'll probably work with Alexa and other smart home stuff. So if you like shouting at your lights to turn them on and off again, you can do that too, probably. Well, thank you very much for watching. I'm at mattgrayyes on all the socials, and you can buy my merchandise at mattg.co.uk. That'll do.